If you watched MSNBC last night, you may have seen the extensive pushback that Republican Congressman Mike Flood received from voters in Lincoln, Nebraska at his town hall yesterday. One of those voters cut through the raucous crowd in the town hall, skipping the insults and beginning with a simple request. She told the crowd she wanted to hear what Congressman Flood had to say because he didn't have his facts in order.
Hi, I implore you to be quiet so that we can hear his responses. Remember, Mike's coming up for a re-election, and we'd really like to know what his responses are. I'm Rosina. I write you emails with concerns of your voting behavior regarding Trump and his actions. You support him, especially confirming the cabinet. Your responses are riddled with misinformation and lies. I fact check you, and then I send the responses back. And I get crickets if I am fact checking them because they are wrong in your response. I send them back to you, and I get crickets. I get kind of bummed. And this is not about partisan. This is about issues, because we're about to lose our democracy.
And joining us now is Rosina Paolini. I hope I pronounced that correctly, the Nebraska voter who raised those issues with Congressman Flood at last night's town hall. Thank you so much for joining us. First of all, when I saw that clip last night, I texted our producers and I said, we have to find her. She's great. She's inspiring to all of us. And I'm so grateful for you being here. So first, tell me what motivated you to show up and speak out at that town hall last night? Not an easy thing to do.
I actually speak before the city council fairly regularly. So it wasn't a huge leap. The other part, I was surrounded with love and people who support me. And when you know you have that, it is easy to take the risk, as you all do every day.
Well, it's incredibly powerful to see, because I think in this moment, sometimes people can feel disillusioned and scared and like they don't know how to use their voice. And that's a way to use your voice, is to show up to town hall meetings and write your members of Congress and ask questions. Now, the congressman, as I understand it, but you tell me, he said he'd be willing to sit down with you and go through some of the issues you laid out. What's the latest on that? Is that something you'd like to do or you're open to doing?
I'm open to it, yes.
And what are the questions you have for him that you'd like him to, you want better answers from him on?
Well, Jen, I watch you a lot, and a number of other scholars. I have a book.
I love it. We love a book and notes, Rosina. We love it. Everybody needs a book. What do you have on there?
I have everything from immigration to the fact that both our legislature in Nebraska and then with the big, whatever you want to call it, bill, has eliminated women's vote, not eliminated, excuse me, is limiting women's voting rights. I'm 64. We've done a lot of work to get to where we were 6 months ago, and I don't want to see it all gone. So everything from our workforce being disappeared to our women's health issues, to the reality that Medicare is being changed. And when we really realize that the people who are on Medicare pay out-of-pocket costs, pharmacy costs, copay costs that lead them to Medicaid, it's an issue. So there are a number of issues. But I want to focus on that there are issues. It's not partisan. We pay our taxes for services, and we'd like to receive those services.
It's very understandable. I could talk to you all night. We only have about a minute left because we have to get to Lawrence O'Donnell, who's wonderful, of course. But he referred to, I know you like Lawrence too, I could tell. He referred to a hypothetical 28-year-old who doesn't want to work when he talked about Medicaid cuts. And this is so, I know you do work at a food co-op, right? Who do you see come in when you're working there? Help people understand. You're actually living in your community. You're talking to people. You're seeing who needs those type of resources. Who do you see?
So we are a SNAP benefits store, and we do double up food bucks, so you get double the money for your vegetables and fruit. Everybody. Our 3% unemployment rate is misleading because we have a high underemployment rate. We see a lot of those folks. They're working 2 jobs, they're trying to pull together a family, all of the logistics of life. So that's what I see on a regular basis. I see a lot of college students on SNAP benefits. That's what I see on a daily basis. I see a lot of elders.
Yeah.
So yes, the wide spectrum. I actually invited Mike Flood to come to work with me because I thought then he would be able to step in it, like to really feel it, to know that the majority of our employees don't drive to work. They ride or take the bus or walk. Many of our patrons use the same mode of transportation. So things like that.
Rosina, I hope he takes you up on it. I'd love to come visit you. It sounds amazing what you do. I so appreciate you being here with us and using your voice last night. It's really inspiring. And for anybody watching who's just not sure what to do in this moment, you are a wonderful role model for them. So thank you again for being here with us. I appreciate it.
Thank you all. You do hard work, and I really appreciate you all.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Thank you, Rosina.